Hello and welcome to another episode of Bergen Stages, our entertainment magazine here at Bergen Community College. As you know, we normally feature stories about what's happening here at the Bergen Community College campus. But now we're turning the spotlight on our community and featuring some of the theater, the great theater that we have happening right here in Bergen County. And today I have two special guests coming to us from the Radburn Players. We have Mike Roney and Natalie Ross. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks
Good to be here.
Great to have you here. So tell us about Radburn Players. Tell us, you're in Fairlawn.
That's right.
And you use Grange Hall, is that correct?
That's right. Grange Hall is actually part of a planned community in Fairlawn called the Radburn Association. Now, the Radburn Association is on the National Register of Historic Places. It was created in 1929. It's a very unique suburb where all the houses are on parks and the street access is from behind. So it's been around since 1929, and in 1930, the Radburn Citizens Association created a performing arts group, which became the Players. So we've actually been around since 1930.
So that means you had an anniversary recently.
Yes, in 2010 we celebrated 80 wonderful years.
Wow, that's unbelievable. And I know we had talked about this before. It's 80 consecutive years, which
that's right.
Is
That's
the
right.
only community theater in...
Certainly one of the only community theaters in New Jersey that has never gone dark since 1930. You know, we outlasted the Depression, we outlasted World War II, we outlasted the Soviet Union.
That's true.
We're still working on the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, but you know.
But that's phenomenal that,
Yeah.
that a company is that well supported
Yeah.
and able to attract the talent and the audience all at the same time.
That's right. And although we're part of the Radburn community originally, we really serve all of northern New Jersey and Bergen County. We have actors and directors and talent that comes from all over.
Great. And what kind of shows do you do, Natalie, at Radburn?
Oh, the gamut is tremendous. We do dramas, we do original works, which is one of our new programs. We do musicals. And in the past, and we're going to do it again soon, we're going to do plays on the outdoor stage with and for children.
Oh, great. That's wonderful. So you open it up to the entire community, all genres, all ages?
That's one of the reasons for our longevity, is that all auditions are open, membership is completely open, and we're a very social group.
Very and I don't think it just means on stage. And
Absolutely correct.
Great. And so it's all community that helps make this happen? It's all community involvement?
Absolutely. It's all volunteer, you know. We have a number of people who are actors many times over in our plays, but we also bring in people from the outside. If you don't want to act in a play, you can help out. You can do set building. You can do directing, stage management, whatever. Everybody does a little bit of everything.
Pull the talent that they can get out of you.
Absolutely.
That's great. And I know you both are on the board of directors, and I don't know how large is the board? Is it
about 12 people, would you say, Natalie?
That's a
Yes,
nice sized board.
and there's a few at large.
But in addition to that, I know you act and direct. What is your other jobs? And I think you said you do prop managing and.
Oh, props, acting, directing.
Natalie is actually a veteran director of ours. How many plays have you directed?
About 15.
15
Wow,
plays,
cool.
yeah, including South Pacific, which I think was the first one I was in.
Yes.
Fantastic, yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike has a good voice.
Oh, really?
He can
Emil, you were-
actually sing.
Emil?
No, I was basically in the chorus, but I had a,
But he can sing.
she's being nice to me.
And you directed South Pacific.
Yes, I did.
Great.
Yes,
good,
I
good.
did.
And that was. But
2001, I
2000,
think.
I remember it was kind of recently
Yeah.
just looking at your
Yeah, and then we did Man of La
website.
Mancha in 2005.
Yes.
That was a fantastic. We got such incredible reviews on that play. Broadway quality singing, fantastic cast.
Great. And
yeah.
you were involved as board directors in there, or were you actually in
Both.
that one as well? Oh, wow.
Both. We were. Were you in that? I was actually
No,
was one of
but-
the actors, but
No, he was
yeah.
wonderful. We also did
Yeah.
Noises Off in 2005, which I directed and I'm very proud of.
Which is like a musical in itself. Is just
because
the
you
farcical,
know the
the
set
spins
room
around.
spins around. We had wonderful people supporting
How
us.
do you do this? You have a great space at Grange Hall, but that's really, you really pull it to its limit. Do you
Yeah,
only
well-
stay in that proscenium, or do you spread out into the floor area too? Or?
We do sometimes, yeah. You know, it's often, usually it's from the stage, but we try to be a little creative, and often we'll, spread out onto the floor. We'll do sort of a theater in the round thing. We've done all kinds of different productions.
That's neat.
The Fantastics was on the floor. Man of La Mancha was done on
That's
the floor.
right, and the
So-
stage.
So
in
you
the
use your
audience.
theater, your space, and not
We use
just
the
that you
whole
have to
space,
use the
and we try to be creative. Most of our plays are full set plays, but we also have done minimalist and black box productions. So we kind of, try to mix it up. We also mix it up between the tried and true, classics, romantic comedies, and musicals. But also we do some more avant-garde and cutting edge productions as well. Language of Angels is one we did a couple of years ago, which was
Yes.
yeah. So we try to mix it up, and the shows are usually very well attended, very popular.
Great, and I assume the Greater Fair Lawn and Northern New Jersey come in, and I know that you have a membership available to people. What is this membership, Natalie? That's
anybody can join.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm saying that Michael has done such a wonderful job on publicity over the past few years.
Pushing this thing. This is your
that
baby, huh?
He can talk about the publicity, but he has grown our membership and the technical support that we have received from the community because of the outreach that he has done.
Well, congratulations. That's great.
Thanks, and it's very reasonable. Family membership is $15 a year.
Oh, wow.
Individuals only $10 a year, and with each membership you get a discount on each show that we put on during the year, which usually is 2 major productions plus our original work stage reading every October. Yeah, so it's a good deal.
And then this
Can't miss.
outdoor that might happen as well. So that's a fourth thing you're adding to this plate.
And that was always $2 a family. And Michael will talk that our tickets, speak about the fact that our tickets are the lowest
Oh, that's great.
in the county.
$10 for members.
Oh my goodness.
$15 for non-members, $12 for students and seniors. So.
Oh, that's a great price.
Yeah,
you
so it's
can't
a
get a
great deal.
bargain. You can't
Hey,
get a movie at that price.
You know
That's
what? I mean,
unbelievable.
you compare that to fighting the traffic to go into New York or go anywhere else in North Jersey, really.
And as you said, Man of La Mancha was as good as the caliber of talent.
It
was.
really
Why go all
was.
the way across the river to see something we have in our own backyard?
It really was. So it's a great asset. That's why I'm involved. It's a great asset for the community, and we want to. We've been around for 80+ years. We want to keep it going.
And the funding is just from this membership, or do you get funded from?
Membership only.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's great. So the ticket sales and
membership
really
and the
do-
ticket sales for the shows. Yeah.
So they are well attended.
Our shows are always profitable, so we're able to plow the money back into into the productions.
Like a nonprofit should. You just
Exactly.
kind of turn it back in to recycle it all. But a couple a
Exactly.
year can take a toll on it because you guys are volunteering to do this, what you're doing with your time there. So tell me some of the fun things that you've been doing over at the Players.
Well, it's been the most creative outlet for many years. What fun things have we been doing? We have our open meetings, our original works, which are reach out to the community, to playwrights that might not have the ability to reach the audience that we reach.
So are these
that's a
full-length plays, one-act plays, 10-minute shorts?
They're generally one-act plays, and if they're longer, we'll just do one act as part of the original reading. But we have an annual competition. It's in its 4th year.
Right.
We accept entries beginning in March. We pick a winner in July, and we put on the reading in October. And we've had the first one, we started 4 years ago. The first one was by a local playwright named Robert Gulak. He did a sort of a Shakespearean musical comedy called Mark Antony Entertains. And the music in this particular show was written by Larry Hochman, who has been nominated for several Tonys on Broadway and has worked with Paul McCartney and other people. So we were very fortunate to have Robert and Larry on that one as winners. So that's sort of indicative of the kind of quality we've been getting on these.
So people submit these, and then you have like a play reading committee that sits down and
Exactly.
reads them, and then chooses the one that's just great, because we know we need to nourish these young playwrights. I mean, we don't have theater without these great scripts to work. I mean, we can improv our way out, but it's great to have these
And we
scripts.
wanted to stretch out ourselves a little. We love doing the classics and the hits, but we wanted to, get some exposure to some new talent.
Some
as
new
well.
talent, great.
Yeah.
And it also gives you the opportunity as an actor or director to work on something new. You're not going back to the stage directions that they had in Noises Off. You're going to be creating your own stage direction, which is kind of a fun way to be an actor and create the role on your own, which is fun. So you both have done the stage readings as well? Been involved in
Yes,
these?
I was actually in Mark Antony Entertains.
Oh, cool.
I participated in that one. It was a lot of fun. And we always have food at drink and these things, free food, free refreshments. Usually we've got a great crowd from the community.
Nice. And I think you said, to add to that, you said you had like these membership meetings like 3 times a year?
Open meetings.
Yeah.
That's what it
open
is.
to everyone.
What is this open meeting, and what do you do at this open meeting?
It's basically a party.
Oh, okay, good. I was gathering that.
It is.
It's a party, get to know each
It's a
other.
way to get to know the players, and there's always, as I said, refreshments, and it's a good and entertainment.
And
at
we
each
probably
one.
haven't seen each other in a while, so it's a great. And it's 3 times a year. You said you do it normally.
Sometimes we do improv. Sometimes we play games. It's not only
stage
Original,
reading.
it's not always the stage reading.
Every
it's many
October it's a
things.
stage reading. Otherwise, it's we mix it up. Improv games, as Natalie said. We also do one in January and one in June usually, and then the stage reading in October. Those are our three open meetings. They're always for free. The community's invited. It's a good time.
Great, great.
Yeah,
And so these are the members, but members can bring friends to this, hoping to
Absolutely.
bring new members?
Anybody's welcome.
That's great.
Anybody
And
and
how do we
everybody.
find out about this? Is it just on your website, or how do we know that the membership meetings?
They're all on our website, which
Great,
is
great.
radburnplayers.com.
Great. So we'll put that
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
screen so that you
yeah.
all can type in Radburn Players.
Exactly, and we try to get notice out to the press as well.
Oh,
when
great,
we do
great.
these,
So
yeah.
people
Mike
could
does
do
a
that.
wonderful job with the press,
Yeah.
not only with the community news, but there's other newspapers.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And it is a challenge to get audiences in. I know that as
Yeah.
producer here on
Sure.
campus, just trying to get people in. You don't want it to be a secret. They go, I didn't even know you were here, and that's the
Yeah.
thing we hate to hear the most. Going, what
Exactly.
do you mean you didn't know we were here? We've been here, and you've been there over 80 years. It's like,
Yeah, so we make a real effort to get
Not
the word out.
personally,
Yeah.
yes.
yes.
You can get on our mailing list. We send out postcards. We send out email blasts. You know, anybody who's interested in sort of keeping up with what we're doing, we try to make sure that we stay engaged with them.
Yeah. And they do come. You
Yes.
obviously got a very loyal audience, and it keeps growing
Yeah.
As you go along there. That's
Absolutely, yeah,
incredible.
yeah.
I think,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, the Mark
No.
Anthony had over 150 people,
That's
maybe
right.
200
Yeah.
came to see that.
You know, we had equity actors in that who, because it was a stage reading, they were allowed to participate. So, and they brought it was people from New York City. So they brought. So the great thing about these stage readings and some of the other shows we do is when we collaborate with, say, a director who's involved in other theater groups as well. It sort of brings those groups
Sure,
to
sure.
join us, and so it's a nice sort of synergistic, collaborative thing. So we're used to working with other groups both in New York City and North Jersey, and it's a good thing. It gets,
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's right. So that gets to my next question: is
Yeah.
where do you get your talent? And so you have local auditions for the actors, and I assume that's announced too through papers.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the auditions are open
Yep.
for anyone who wants to be in front of the curtain, behind the curtain, anybody who wants to help. The publicity goes out via Mike. And
We also put notices in various sort of blogs in North Jersey, Theater Network,
great.
channels. So
But you don't need to be a member to audition or
Absolutely not.
work props or sell
No.
Not at
concessions
all.
or something
Anybody
like that.
can show up if you hear about one of our shows and it interests you. You can come down and audition. It's great.
Great,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. I mean, you just got such a great a process of way you do it. Where do you get your directors and designers the same way? The set designs, and do you have like a great group that works on your board and you pull
When it
them?
comes to set design, we have some specialists on our team, on our
You do
core-
props, so
Yeah.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
I've done set decoration.
Yeah.
We have a wonderful Kenneth Van Acker who has built the sets for many years. He built the set for Noises Off, which, as you know,
Yeah, that was something.
did you
Magnificent.
build a
set.
turntable for that? What did
Yes.
you-
It was
Wow.
that was
Yes.
quite a set.
I'll bet. I'll bet. I'll bet.
Yeah.
And costumes, you have a.
We have a very well-stocked prop room and costume room
well,
from
recently,
years of
recently we do have someone who is doing costumes, but through the years we have found someone, either a friend or associated with the cast, who has helped. And my family and I have made friends for a lifetime.
Absolutely.
Through the players.
Absolutely. And I think, like you said, that you share directors that bring in their
That's right.
theater companies and their
Exactly.
and their ideas. Then I think in this day of economic times, it's great to share resources too, not just the people,
Sure.
but do you need to build that? We don't need to build that. We've had it at the theater that I worked at, and I think a great deal of sharing needs to happen even more so that we can keep
Yeah.
doing this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Great. Do you use interns or apprentices, or is just everybody? I mean, do you use students to come in and help in any way? or-
We do. We're always
Anyone
yeah.
who volunteers is welcome.
Great, and you have they can go to the website and get some
we
information.
pay
and
our
volunteer
interns the same amount that we pay all of our other volunteers.
Yes.
there. A lot of
So
love.
They're on an even
a
playing field.
lot of love
Yes,
there.
yes.
Good, good.
Yeah.
And so now you're planning the season coming up,
Yeah.
and you've got some great works happening there. And what is the kind of the future? Where do you see? Do you go? You don't have a group that goes into schools or anything like
We
that. You have-
we actually have done that. We have sponsored merit badges for the Girl Scouts, theater merit badges. We've worked with local Girl Scout
the Boy Scouts.
and Boy Scout
And Boy
troops.
Scouts.
We have done performances at schools and at senior citizens facilities. We've had exhibits in local libraries around Bergen County and beyond. So we do try to
that is
reach
such
out
a
to the
great
community,
outlet.
yeah.
No, we've always solicited senior citizens.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, what was that play that they,
But they come in
Recently,
and
yes,
participate, or you
yeah.
brought it to them to the center. to the center to?
We went to the center to
nice.
say that we're doing something we think you might enjoy, and a bus was provided.
And we'll
And
put on
they-
a little scene, right?
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And at your ticket
Yeah.
prices, I mean, you can't beat it. You just can't get that kind of entertainment.
Exactly.
And it's great. I mean, it's there, it's accessible, and you just want the people to participate
Yeah.
in what's going on there. But it's great that they can also participate on stage or off stage too. Those people that have these hidden talents
That's right,
that you can cultivate. And it sounds like you guys do it. What had you done before you started with Radburn? Did you were you an actor and director?
Probably Natalie much more so than me. I had been in a few plays in my sort of adult life, but I really got a lot more active after joining the Players.
Great.
And I've been in several shows since then.
Well, we'll get back to talking about this because I want to find out about your acting background
Yeah.
there. So we're just going to take a short break and we'll be right back with more with the Radburn Players.
Thank you for giving me blood.
Thank you for giving me shelter.
Thank you for saving my life.
Support the Red Cross and change a life, starting with your own.
From intimate black box performances in the Ender Hall Lab Theater to full-scale musical productions in the Anna Maria Saccone Theater, come to Bergen Community College at 400 Paramus Road in Paramus, New Jersey. For tickets or more information, call the box office at 201-447-7428 or visit us at tickets.bergen.edu. We'll be seeing you on Bergen stages.
Another missed opportunity to talk about drugs. Don't miss your chance. We can help you be ready. Visit our website at drugfree.org.
You may not know what to say, but we can help start the conversation. Learn more at supportyourvet.org.
The odds of this daughter of a clergyman spending 11 weeks at #1 on the U.S. singles charts? 1 in 19 million. The odds of going on to win 6 Grammy Awards? 1 in 1.4 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 150. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back to Bergen Stages. As you know, our guests today are from the Radburn Players, Mike Romey and Natalie Ross. We were just talking about your backgrounds before you got involved with the Players, and I know that you had done some acting here and there. And Natalie, you were talking about you did a lot of directing. Did you do directing before Radburn, or did you?
No, I did a lot of high school and college acting. My daughter was one of the small fairies in the bushes in 1998 in A Midsummer Night's Dream. And that's how we really, my husband and I really began to be active with the Players.
That got you in having your daughter. Oh, nice.
Yes. So from there, it just became the most wonderful creative process, truly, through all the years of acting, directing. I've directed many plays, as I mentioned, that I've loved. Michael in South Pacific, Noises Off, Picnic, just a wonderful experience.
That's great. And now your daughter, I know we were kind of talking during the break, your daughter went on to do, with her talent of the makeup that she did in Midsummer Night's Dream. What has she
My
been?
daughter does makeup for print. That's her career. She is Jessica Ross. She did some of the photo shoots for Vogue magazine, and recently she did the part of the cover for Vanity Fair.
That's great, and I think part of membership drive is just say, what you could do.
It's a career stepping stone.
It definitely is. But also the fact that someone can come in and a whole family is suddenly involved. You bring the child in and the family gets
I think
involved.
the story is the same with me. My daughters were in the plays in the park in the summer, and that's how I originally got involved in the Players. So yeah.
There's a hook. There's a hook
Yeah.
into it, and it gets you involved in the play. And that's, I mean, what a great escape from just our daily life here out in the burbs. It's great to have this theater that people so appreciate so much what you're doing with the players. I know that there's a special award. There's this Jack Kelly Award that you have received, Natalie. Can you tell us a little bit about this award?
Jack Kelly was truly a gentleman and a scholar. He was a Harvard graduate. While he was at Harvard, he started a theater there, the Poets Theater. In 1946, he joined the Players. And in 1998, we developed the Jack Kelly Award for service to the Players. You have to be a member for 15 years. You get points for working behind the curtain, in front of the curtain, and around the curtain. And Jack Kelly was never adverse to sweeping the stairs, appearing in a play, directing a play, and in fact, he wrote The Princess Without a Heart and several other plays. So the award was in 1998 given to him, and it took off from there. Have been 10 recipients of the Jack Kelly Award, myself one of them.
Well, congratulations. Well, you should be very proud. So it's more than just the person that does only one thing. I mean, it's great that you're an actor and you do, but this sounds like more than a triple threat. You need the person that will sell the tickets and then run off, star in the show, and then clean up the dressing room.
Everybody does a little of everything. I mean, Natalie has directed plays, and she's also, sat at the front desk selling tickets. So we all do a little of everything. Yeah.
That's great. And so this award, I know you showed me a great, wonderful sheet that says all these whereases. Can you share some of that with us, what some of the things are on the award itself?
Well, it's served on the board of directors, having directed, having acted, worked backstage. I have swept a lot of floors. Demeanor. Someone to look up to, a role model, all around talent for doing everything, as Michael mentioned. Attributes of service, leadership, and to participate in productions that you are not directly involved with, to really help the group.
Which is great, because it's like we do need these people that, okay, you're not in this one, you're not working backstage or directing or designing anything, but we still need you to participate in it.
Exactly. As anybody in community theater knows, everybody has to help out. Everybody has to, pull a little bit and help make the whole production happen.
That's the community part of it. It's everybody pitching in and doing whatever needs to have to be done. Is there anything at the Players you haven't done yet that you're ready to get involved in, or have you done everything? I mean, after winning
Natalie's done everything.
The award, you've got everything taken care of.
I haven't done any directing myself.
Do you want to?
Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Right now I'm sort of picking and choosing, the parts that I'm interested in. I've been fortunate to have been in a few plays, and I enjoy being on the stage and helping out behind the scenes.
It's nice just worrying about yourself as opposed to a director has to worry about so many other things.
When Michael's on the stage, he has a great voice, and you definitely
I can tell already. Yeah, just from here, definitely. Yeah. And are your children still involved in theater at all?
No, they're a little older now. They no longer live in this area, but as I said, they were both in the summer plays and had a great time.
And I think you enlightened them in some way. They're going to appreciate theater, that they're going to take their children to go.
Yeah, my older daughter was in her high school theater group, at Fairlawn High School, and was in a production of Hannah and Her Sisters, and
which has a great theater program.
They pursued that a little bit. Yeah,
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
How about you? I know that you've done so many things. Is there anything that you're dying to get your hands wet on?
There are some risque plays that we haven't done. Known for language, and I'm thinking of doing some of them.
So risque for language, not full Monty being naked.
I would love to do American Buffalo. I really would.
And that does get tough with the language, but I think you can put a disclaimer in your program saying, that's the language that's in here.
Yeah, I mean, we've certainly done shows that you could categorize as, adult.
PG-13 if nothing else.
PG-13 perhaps.
We did Virginia Wolf, true.
Yeah, which was unbelievable.
They're not, they're not hugging and kissing through that.
Art Murray was nominated for a
an Antoinette Perry Award.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So we've done a couple of Tennessee Williams, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
And your audience still comes.
Streetcar Named Desire.
So you obviously can push the envelope. I guess you're ready to now you know what you can do, and now it's just push it a little bit further with it. Are you thinking of expanding to more than just 2 shows? I think at one point you did 3 a year.
That was with the summer show. We're
That's what it
thinking
was.
of bringing that back.
So bringing the summer show would be the children's
With
involvement.
children,
with the
for children.
So we won't use the Sam Shepard piece for that, or or David Mamet or anything for the children. But for the other 2 plays, the main stage plays, you might take one that might go a little bit further.
Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah.
Nice,
You know, we not only want to do the tried and true hits, but we always want to push the envelope. We want to keep our artistic edge and try to do some things that will be provocative and get people engaged on that level too.
That's the reason for the original play works, in that
Right.
revivals, even on Broadway, you can just do so many revivals.
Oh, totally.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I love Anything Goes, but Gypsy, how many times have we seen? I just love it, but it's just,
Exactly.
Yeah, so have you ever taken one of these original plays and actually
Done a full production?
done a full production yet?
Not so far.
But that's what we're considering.
Yeah.
And that's
We're
great. I
considering
think that's the
doing
whole envelope. It's like, now we're ready.
Yeah.
You've got the audience. You've got a great membership that keeps growing.
That's the direction we want to go, yeah.
But to try these other things in there, great.
yeah.
And you've got a wonderful home right there in Fairlawn.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
now,
right.
the theater didn't start in the Grange Hall.
No, it started in the Radburn Plaza building, which is a historic building in the Radburn section of Fairlawn, and was there until, I think, 1952. From 1930 to 1952, and then moved over to the Grange.
Which was built. in
Yeah,
those years.
I mean, the
So
Grange
yes,
wasn't even built
yeah.
until then,
Gotcha.
so.
And then they moved into that space, and it's been
And
your
we've been there
home.
ever since, yeah.
And it's great. You're the only theater company in Fairlawn
right.
that uses this space. This is
Correct.
your, yeah, that's
Yes.
wonderful, and it's yours.
But we've got all the equipment, we've got all the lights, and it's
And we can build any kind of set.
Yeah.
We are not, we can build any kind of set, a boxed set, a full set, black
Right.
box.
And like you said, you've
open
used the
set.
whole space. Do you rehearse in the hall itself, or do you
Yes.
have a separate rehearsal?
We
so you come
rehearse
there
in
to
the
do-
hall, yeah. Yeah.
And what's the audition process like? Just kind of briefly, because you've come in as actors, so what do you do to audition there?
Michael does the publicity.
I put out publicity.
But if I'm
and
an actor coming to audition,
Yeah.
because you did Man of La Mancha, what am I going to have to do? Am I going to come in with my own
you
music?
go into a
Am I-
room, the director will be there, generally, and the other actors, and the director will generally hand out a scene and ask people to read it, right?
We
And-
do
yeah.
sides.
So cold
You-
reading,
Generally a cold reading, right?
You do not need a headshot or a resume.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people want to
di-
know that.
Yeah.
the
And then a
direct-
song. So am I going to have to sing if I want to be Emile in South
Yes.
Pacific?
Yes.
So am I going to come with that, or are you going to give that to me when I get there?
Whoever
What
the
do you-
musical director is there for the audition process and will say, what would you like to sing?
Great. So hopefully I brought something in
Yeah.
that I have some kind of music that I
right.
can sing. Well, that's great. So it's not a hard process, and you invite anybody to do it, which I think is wonderful.
And in general, everybody has gotten back to yay or nay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
sweet. 'cause
absolutely.
We know as actors in the past, you don't hear the.
You do get a call back.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily the one you
You
want.
get a call.
You know what's going on,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
feel still connected.
Yeah.
And I think that helps with the membership too. You feel at least you care enough to even say,
That's
I
right.
didn't get the role
That's right.
as much as getting the role. So
And you may be offered a role that you didn't audition for.
Yes.
there's that you
Exactly.
came in for a meal, but you're going to play. I wasn't going to say, but yeah. But you get another role, and that's great too.
And then you're
Or
on our list for
future casting.
auditions.
We saw
exactly.
you audition for this particular piece. You weren't right for
Exactly.
this play, but man, you're going to be right for the next that
Exactly.
we have.
We're always
so.
looking to expand our network. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful, and
Yeah.
you've got a great network. I know that several people here at Bergen Community College have been part of the Players.
Yeah.
And it's great that.
Yeah,
we can
I'm
keep
really,
involved.
proud to be part of it, just because not only the longevity, but the fact that we're really sort of adding something to the community. And I mean, there aren't too many people who can say they live a few blocks away from live community theater. So, who are in the suburbs, right? So it's a nice thing.
And community theater really is the foundation of theater
Yeah.
in this country.
Yeah.
This is why it has survived, is because of community. Well, I am so very impressed and very proud of what you guys are doing over there in Fairlawn, and I just wish you the greatest success, and that we're going to put on the screen the upcoming show so that you know how to get information, how to find out the box office, how to get tickets, how to get ticket sales, and just kind of keep you posted on upcoming events there at the Radburn Players. So, Mike,
Hey,
Natalie, thank
Jim,
you
it
so
was
much
great.
for coming
Oh,
in.
it was a
We
pleasure.
hope to see you down the aisleways there. So
Thank
thanks
you
for
very much.
tuning in, and go see Radburn Players in Fairlawn, New Jersey.